For that amazing introduction. Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you see me nice and crispy?
We can indeed.
Yes.
Yes. No, y'all see, listen, here's the deal. I don't know. I'm gonna need to feel y'all energy. I'm gonna do that chip drill one more again. I'm gonna turn the spotlight off. I need to feel y'all energy on the line. I need to know. I want to know. Team. Oh, I don't know if y'all ready. I don't know if y'all
we ready. We ready.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all really, really, really ready for this energy I'm getting ready to give y'all today?
We ready.
I'm hearing some of y'all say y'all ready. I'm hearing some of y'all say y'all ready. I'm gonna have to believe what I'm hearing. I'm gonna have to believe what I'm hearing. All right, team. How y'all feel? Team, what's up?
Miami come.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Woo! Everybody get their green sheet. Let's go. Oh man, y'all understand that fires me up. Anybody get fired up besides me? Y'all, I'm fired up. I'm fired up. Woo! Y'all got the house packed today. Got the house packed today. You know, I've been listening to a lot of y'all, listen to people talk, listen to some of y'all go through some things, and you know what came to mind? What really, I got a little bit triggered. Trying to keep it to myself because I'm today is part 4 of the science of winning. But I think this goes along with it. Let me cool myself down a little bit. Well, if I tell y'all what triggered me, it might help some of y'all. But then I'm not sure if I should tell y'all because it might upset some of y'all. It could help you or it could hurt you. It could hurt your feelings, but it definitely can help your business. So y'all tell me, let me know which one of y'all want. Y'all want me to help your business or hurt your feelings? Which one? I don't know. It may not hurt your feelings.
Yep. Do it all.
Make it happen.
to us.
All right, because it may not hurt your feelings, and I don't know. Well, one of the things when I first became an entrepreneur, walked away from my corporate job, and I'm telling y'all, I get it. I walked away from my corporate job. I was making about $180,000 on my job, managing car dealerships. And I just walked away. Here's the thing. When I walked away, the income stopped. And I'm not telling nobody to do this. The income stopped. But do you realize when you walk away and quit your job, your income stops or you get fired? Either way. Do you realize your family, they didn't walk away from the job. My kids in private school, they didn't walk away from the job. I couldn't yank them out of school. Dad, we want name brand cereal. That didn't stop, right? I couldn't now go get Oop Loops. They still wanted Fruit Loops. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Right? So that didn't stop. Their lifestyle didn't stop because I walked away. So I know what it's like working that job and making a shift. But one of the things I had to learn when I became an entrepreneur, I am an entrepreneur. No matter what else I do, I am an entrepreneur. Are y'all with me? I'm bilingual. Like, if you ask somebody who's bilingual, they usually would tell you, anybody bilingual on this line right now? Chantel, Nicole, Chantel, we got Nicole.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Nicole,
I am.
you're bilingual. If I ask you about English, and he's on bilingual, if I ask you about English, what would you normally say about English in terms of your language? Like, y'all say it a lot. English is not my what?
English is not my first language.
English is not my first language. I
It's not,
speak
and
English.
or I can say English is not my only language.
English is not my only language, and you typically say English is not my first language.
Yes.
So you ask somebody who speaks Spanish, they say English is not my first language. I speak Spanish. English is not my first language. Here's the thing: when you become bilingual, meaning in your business, I'm an entrepreneur and an employee. This is going to help some of y'all. You're going to have to switch the thought process. Employee is no longer my first language. The employee is not my first language. You got to make entrepreneurship your first language. I'm gonna let that marinate for a little bit. Oh man, this is burning like California wildfire. Y'all don't even know it. It's the smoke is still. See, your job might be your main major source, but you got to make it so your job is not your first language. What do I mean? What got me riled up? What triggered me? Some of y'all came on the call and was like, hey, I'm off today, so I'm still in the bed. And one person said it, the next person said it. It's like 3 people. I'm off today. And then you start telling me about the things you're doing for your business. But you led with, what? Today my day off. Tony Burke, man, brother, you fired me up. You start giving me the whole run there. I'm used to getting up early, boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. I'm off today and all the job situation. And then you flipped that script like you was daggone, I don't know, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, you named the entrepreneur, Magic Johnson. You came on like a straight up CEO boss. You came in like you ABD, you came in employee, and I'm sitting there, what? This guy ain't speaking. Employee, his job ain't his first language. Bro, you start talking about, yeah, I got my virtual assistant. I'm doing this. I got different things. Some people ain't on Facebook every day. So you got to constantly market. You got to constantly do this. I'm running my ass. I'm analyzing. I'm like, this guy's straight CEO. Anybody catch that? You start talking about your budget. I got to look at my budget, analyze what I'm willing to spend, what is it looking at returns, all this. I'm putting in applications.
Yep.
See, I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Lead with that. When you in this setting, lead with your business. Leave the job at home. Leave the job on the job. When you walk in an entrepreneur door, nobody care about your job. Are y'all with me? This is a CEO platform. Tawana said it. This could get right more than CEOs, millionaires, future millionaires, millionaires in the making. This is where CEOs come together to network and build their business. This is the #1 platform for entrepreneurs and CEOs, the daily meetup ever on the planet. This is the #1 meetup for CEOs on the planet. You show me a better place, straight up serious, a better place where entrepreneurs and CEOs come together daily to network and meet and help each other grow their business. I'm gonna wait. Nah, wait with a smile. Put it in the chat. Show me someplace better. There is none on the planet. Hopefully that helps somebody. Did anybody catch what I was saying? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to change the mindset. I'm gonna help y'all change another mindset. I told Uncle Jock, I said, Uncle Jock, we gotta help people. We ain't staying in the car no more. Sorry, I know Uncle Jock is thing. We can't stay in the car. Guess what we got to do? Drive the freaking car. See, you can stay in the car because sometimes I'm staying in the car. Now we got to change that mindset from staying in the car to what? Driving the car. We are bosses, CEOs on this call. You can stay in the car as a passenger. And a passenger in business, do they typically make money? Nope. Kamal, the next up CEO, you run multi-million-dollar businesses before. If you sitting back being a passenger, is your business going to be? You had to drive. You switched your business from Detroit market to Atlanta market, right? You had to drive and manage that, make that shift. You took charge of that shift. Would that shift happen and you just sitting back, being a passenger, and let them tell you what to do and go where to go?
No, I go bankrupt.
I would go bankrupt. See, y'all, so I'm letting y'all know, we ain't staying in the car. We driving the freaking car. Type in yes in the chat if you're ready to drive the car you got. We got a Ferrari with our business. Xperia is like a Ferrari. It's like a rocket ship. It's like an F-15. Type in yes if you're ready to be the driver of your life. You got to drive your life. Because I'm telling you, this, if you go on social media and different platforms, depends upon what you are, man, the news, they negative. They want you to be a passenger. They want to make it sound like you have no control. Trump is doing so much damage. I have no control over my life. Man, Trump, he ain't gonna survive. Trump ain't this. I'm in this one group, and that's all that Trump did this. He did that. They be putting up old stuff, fake news stuff. It's like, dude, y'all are so used to just being a passenger. Drive your freaking life. I live in Washington, D.C. area. You know how many times I've been inside the White House? Like 3 times. They get free tours. One shout out one of my business partners gave us on a VIP tour. When I really got the chance to go to the White House, I thought I'd been going down there. They're like, oh no, it's a whole nother section. So I got to go to the real sections, a limited, but the real part. But part of them saying, hey, guess what? In 50 plus years, I've been there 3 times to that place, in that building. Whoever's in that building ain't driving my life. Are y'all with me? We got to take control. Let me flip the script. I'm going somewhere with it. People say, oh man, people getting laid off. They say they firing these jobs. Guess what? That's business partners for y'all. Guess what? When people lose their jobs, what happens to their good pension, their 401ks they put inside it?
They need to be rolled over.
I
They
love
gotta be
it. That's
rolled over.
true. That's true.
They got to roll their 401ks over. Or they're going to let Billy Bob manage their money. Hey, y'all, guess what? I know you ain't got your job, but that 401k, you got to do something with it or you can keep losing money. Now is your chance to take control over your financial future. I'm sorry you lost your job, but do you want to lose your money too?
Sorry, they say one man's poison is another man's meat.
Ooh. Are y'all catching that? See, we got to change the mindset.
Sorry, Nicole, can you repeat that one?
Nicole, they said?
One man's poison is another man's meat.
One man's poison is another man's meat.
So the meat that is a poison to somebody else might be a meat to somebody. A life.
It might be a meal for somebody. It might be poison to somebody.
So when the bad thing is happening to somebody, that bad thing can be a good thing for somebody else.
Ooh. See, how many of y'all don't get in the bandwagon? I'm trying to get y'all to get the right mindset, right? It's the science of winning. Winners always are looking for advantages to win. Are y'all catching that? They're looking for winning advantages. See, when you're a fan in the stands and you're watching a football game, say like a Super Bowl, any game, and one of the players get hurt, who's not your family member, you're like, oh man, one of my players got hurt, right? Dang it. What's going to happen? We hope you get off the field good when everybody good sportsmanship. We be like, man, that was my star wide receiver. That was my star quarterback. Now what? But what is the other team saying? Oh man, we got a brand new cornerback, wide receiver there. We can dog him. Hey y'all, they had to bring in a new cornerback. He's fresh. He's not the starter. Let's throw the ball at him. They start attacking that person, don't they? Oh, we got a new quarterback. The next play, they're gonna blitz. Oh, we got a new quarterback in there. We got the backup. Oh, we can put some pressure on him. Are y'all catching that? The other team is like, man, this is our opportunity. I'm not telling y'all to be not mindful, not grateful, not careful. What's the word? Insensitive, but you better understand you're running a business. Your business don't have feelings. Trust me, your business don't have feelings, your bills don't have feelings, and your bank account don't have feelings. Those are 3 no feeling B's. My 3 B's that don't got no feelings.
This is so good, Eric.
Come on, your business, your bills, and your bank account. They will all reflect data. No feelings attached. Now, you might be in your feelings, but your business don't care. You might be in your feelings, but your bills don't care. You might be in your feelings, but your bank account don't care. Are y'all catching that? 3 B's, no feelings. I ain't a dentist. I ain't putting no feelings on it. You want something? You want to get in your feelings? Go to a dentist. That ain't me. Are y'all with me? Whoo. Well, I'm on fire today. So, but I'm hoping y'all catching that mindset though, right? You got to come in. If you're bilingual, you still got your employer. And I'm saying this from a position of I had to do it. I'm not coming at you. I'm telling you what I had to go through. When I walked away from the job, I still had the job mentality. I didn't leave the job on Saturday. I quit on a Saturday. No, I think I quit on a Monday. Turned my resignation on a Monday. Actually, I waited till like Wednesday. I just didn't show up at work on Monday and Tuesday. And they was like, Eric didn't show up for work Monday or Tuesday? Yep. I really quit in my mind on Saturday. I ain't show up for work Monday or Tuesday. And I turned my resignation in on Wednesday. I got to find that letter. That letter, I need to frame that letter I wrote to my resignation letter. I think I did an old-fashioned typewriter back then, but I got to find it. I wrote a resignation letter and walked it up there until on Wednesday. Haven't been on the job since. And I'm not bragging because I lost a lot of money.
Eric, you sound a little distant.
I'm saying, how about now? Turn my mic
You
up. Better now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm not bragging because I lost a lot of money doing it, right? But I'm just saying I know what it's like. And when I walked off on Friday, quit on Wednesday, I still had the same employee mindset. Even though I had been doing different businesses, me and my wife, we've been entrepreneurs pretty much all our career. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was a little kid, selling candy in high school. Most of my friends were selling drugs. I sold candy, right? So I've been hustling for many years. I knew sales, but I still had the employee mindset. Are y'all with me? And it took me many years to let go of the mindset of a job I didn't even have. So I can only imagine what some of y'all are doing and going through as you work your career and your business. I can't just imagine it. I live my wife. She has a career and a business. And sometimes I see the mindset switch. Are y'all with me? Because it's easy to go where the income. If your business is making money, you feel like an entrepreneur. If your job is making more money, you feel like an employee. It don't matter how you're feeling. You got to be an employee who make more money than your business, but you still got to be the entrepreneur on top. Are y'all with me? Your first language has to be entrepreneur. Your employee language is not your first language. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you quit your job. I'm just telling you, when you come in your entrepreneur world, you don't come in as an employee. You come in as an entrepreneur. And when you go to your job, you go to your job as an entrepreneur working a job. I'm an entrepreneur who works a job, not an employee who got a side hustle. Ooh. See, some of y'all like I drive a trash truck and I got my business on the side. No, I'm a business owner who drives a trash truck on the side. See the difference in my mindset?
Well, this
If
is
you want your
good.
business, I'm a business owner who drives a trash truck on the side. Well, how many hours do you work your business? 4 hours a day. How many hours do you drive a trash truck? 12. Well, don't that mean like your business on the side? Heck no. My business is my business. My job, I don't own the job. So that's on the side. I own my business. It ain't based off the money. It ain't based off the hours. It's based off of my heart. It's based off of your heart. It's based off your mindset. You get to choose. You get to choose. And I'm just telling you, if you put your business as the side piece, side hustle, you'll never get the ring. See, in relationships, the girl on the side you don't marry her. May feel good, may do whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Are y'all with me? But it ain't your wife. Marry your business. Your job is to not only do that. I ain't trying to tell you to cheat, but you know what I'm saying? Because you can be bilingual. I don't know, let me get a whole new example. Take two. Your business is secondary and your job is primary. Are y'all with me? Going back to, I'm gonna stick to my language. Just like your language. Are y'all with me? My business, my first language. And even when you talk to people who's bilingual, they in the United States, and they'll tell you, this ain't my first language. But where they live at? In the US. What language they speak most often? English. But they'll still say English is not my first language. You got to make sure, even if you on the job, even if your job is your major thing, your job ain't your first language. Your first language has to be your entrepreneurship. Are y'all catching that? Anything good? Good? Yes or yes? Y'all got something?
Yes, yes.
Your voice keeps going in and out for
Awesome.
me. It might be me.
Y'all, my voice still shaky for some of y'all?
It's good now.
Sounds good to me.
No, it's good. No, it's good to me.
Sound good. Sound good.
All right, cool. Well, I was going to give y'all the science of winning, and I don't want to confuse things. So I'm going to park it right here and see if anybody has any questions to me for they want to ask me to help them through that transition. Any transition questions? Because I've done the transition. I've helped so many people. Anybody got any questions about what I talked about? Like for you specifically, what you can do. Because there's some things you can do. I didn't give you all the detail. I gave you all what you got to do, but there's some things that you can do to help you make that transition. Andre West, talk to me, sir.
Right, that's me too, because I love languages, and languages, it's impossible nearly to change your first language, that language of your heart. That's the reason that we learn the languages so that we could teach people in that language of their heart. However, I'm picking up what you're putting down here. That language, when you're living in another country, if you're living in France, France has to be your primary language. And making that transition has been a challenge for me as far as entrepreneurship. I still go into it with an employee mentality. I live with someone who is an employee as well. And it's the challenge of life to make that transition. So I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I love the mentality and just constantly reinforcing it on a daily basis. Still working on how to do it. And
all right, I'm gonna give you. Can I give you some help with that?
thanks.
Yeah. One, you have to. It's awareness. Okay. One is it's an awareness. Because the rest of the world don't, and you might live with somebody who says the rest of the world may not see it. Even your people, your spouse, your people close to you, they may not see that entrepreneur world because for them, it's not a world that they grew up with. Remember, the society was taught. We've been on a track of employee track since maybe pre-K all the way through school. It's an employee track. So we're still surrounded by people with employee track. Remember, we was on that very same track, right? So most of us on that very same track. So now you get off that track and come over here, and now you gotta tell yourself that this is the primary track. See, we're so used to dollars equate to who we are. And I'm trying to tell you, dollars don't make you. You make yourself. So when somebody else can say, well, how much money are you making? I get people that say all the time. I got my son getting recruited. He's trying to recruit this one guy, and this guy like, well, what's your rolling 12? What's your father's rolling 12? I'm like, punk, you want to know how much money I make? Ask that little Bama. What you show me where he live. Walk out my house, walk out his house. Let's go. You don't match money with me. And first of all, I don't even care if I lived in a hut. Don't come ask me what I'm making. But see, that's what we think. The dollar makes who you are. Nah. So one of the things you got to really is you got to detach your money from your identity. I'm telling you, y'all, we live in a world.
Nice.
World, the money's attached to identity. If I go to Google right now, it's going to say something about somebody. This person made this money. This person made this money. We want to attach money with identity. That's why we look to celebrities, for why are these people making money? Who's Oprah voting for? Who's kind? We think that because they make money, they know who we should vote for and we should do what they say to do. Why? Because they made a lot of money, so they must have got inside information. We're going to follow. Are y'all with me? We influenced by people who make money. You got to detach your identity from the dollar. Are y'all with? That's the first thing. So that's what happened. Nice. It was hard for me because everybody wanted to attach my identity. My identity was attached to how much money I'm making. People ask you that when you first meet, girl, how much money you making? If he ain't making six figures, he ain't making this, he ain't making that. We keep attaching identity to money. So one of the hardest things you're gonna have to do, Andre, is you ever heard the starving actor, starving actress? Be like,
Yeah,
man,
starving artists. Yep.
starving artists, they didn't detach their money. They're like, this, I'm on my way up. But true entrepreneurs understand that it's a start. But you got to be around a community of people who are in that grind. Are y'all with me? A real entrepreneur ain't gonna be like, oh, how much money you making? Oh, man, you ain't making no money. You ain't no entrepreneur. Unless that's the fake one who's trying to get you to buy their program, buy their training, buy their books. So you think if I'm making millions of dollars now, you listen to me, that's how they try and get your money. But a real straight up entrepreneur is going to respect your hustle because you say you're an entrepreneur. So you got to just go around and keep telling yourself, I'm an entrepreneur. I am the CEO. I am the boss. You're going to have to reaffirm yourself daily, maybe hourly for a while, maybe weekly. That's why I used to never wear nothing but I am the CEO gear. That's why you see anybody me, I wear my uniform all the time. Not just for y'all, for me. I wear my uniform for me. That's
Thanks.
what you got to do. Dr. Teresa.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome. Thank you, Andre, for sharing.
Yeah.
You kind of answered the question, and I was going to ask you, when you resigned, did you at some point feel like you wanted to go back, and how did you overcome that?
Oh man,
to where you're not constantly wanting to, oh, maybe I need to.
You know, there's a lot of times I wanted to go back. There's probably some times I probably needed to go back from a financial standpoint, right? But one of the things my cousin you saw, he don't realize how much he impacted. He said, Eric, man, you're one of the few people I've seen lead a car business and never come back to the car business. And that stayed in my head. Now, it could have been a good thing, could have been a bad thing. I don't know. I probably had millions in my bank if I stayed, be honest with you. But it's like, I know the life I lived, being able to be there with my kids, being able to be with my son. He wouldn't be where he was at, being able to be with my daughter, right? Helping so many other people, not just in life. I've been able to help thousands of people, right? So yeah, there was times, but my cousin's voice said, Eric, you did it. And that was the thing that kind of stayed in my head, right? I was like, this is who I am. I had to just really keep detaching the money, right? I've seen cars get repossessed. I'm like, man, they taking my BMW, they taking my truck. Oh, shucks. I had to sell a house one time.
How do you turn the volume up? Oops,
I had to sell a house one time. You know what I mean? So financially, it was some struggles, and I thank God that my wife was by my side the whole time. So you got to have the right support. I'm telling you, without her, without Dr. Meri saying, "Come on, man, let's do." Like, I married you. You supposed to go do what you're supposed to go do. That was a help. I'm not gonna lie. So Dr. Meri was like, "No, you've been called to do this. Go do this." But I'm broke. No, go do what you got to do. I don't care. Go do what you got to do. Sell something. Sell the stuff with the junk we ain't using. Go take it to the pawn shop. Get rid of it. Get rid of your pride. So I took stuff to the pawn shop and sold it. Right? I'm like, I had to get rid of my pride. I took my daughter with me to the pawn shop one time, sold some jewelry I wasn't using. I was like, I want you to understand, get rid of your pride to stand with where you got to go. Are y'all with me? Like, how deep are you in it? I'm in it. Now, I'm not telling y'all to be in it, but I'm telling you, I had to build that belief in me, on me. And so there was a lot of times I wanted to go back. Ooh, a lot of times. Maybe sometimes, like I said, I should have went back. I don't know. But I fought through it. Chantel.
Yes, Eric. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. What you shared today is very, very true. But I never thought about that because I speak French. Even to speak, I have to think in French first before I speak English. So by taking this analogy now, think my business first before the job will make a big difference because I never thought about it, and it makes more sense to me now. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And some of y'all hands, we're going to do this. We're going to run it to the recap. So I'm going to turn it back over to Troy or Gandy. And in the recap, y'all, I'll be here to answer any question, or y'all can just recap what you learned. But I don't want to go over my time because I don't want to get fired from this job. Right? I don't want the producer to come fire me and give me a pink slip. I know what that's like. So I'm going to say thank y'all, but I'll be here to answer any questions so we can run it just to the recap. Huh?
So your producer's not here, so you got free will.
Some kind of way it's going to get back to the producer. I don't trust y'all, and I don't. He got some ears watching some kind of way. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna turn it over to the index voice of inspiration, Mr. Troy Gandy. Take it away.
Thank you. We know Uncle Jock, he probably got it on record somewhere. He'll pull it up. With that being said, we thank you for participating this morning, each and every one of you, and we are now ready for our Annie Willie inspired recap relay. And the hands are up still, so we're going to go with the first leg of the relay, the man that is the next ED, Mr. Kamal, with more.
Appreciate that, Troy. I just wanted to speak on being an entrepreneur. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 6 years. You have to, for your job, you have to view your job as a paid internship to learn business. That's going to motivate you to build your own, because no matter what type of industry you're in, the success of a business, all of that falls into the same, whether it's restaurant, whether it's tech, whether it's otherwise. What you want to learn is how the revenue streams flow. How is the money created? What are they doing with that? What charities are? But you're learning business, and think about it that I'm here getting paid to do that. I'm getting paid to learn how to run business. So my last job, I soaked it all in because I said I'm going to be running my own business. So I'm going to learn how to run their business. I'm going to be a good steward over what it is that God has put me over in that scenario. So when I learn my own, I'm going to use these same principles, because Eric is so right. You got to view yourself as an entrepreneur today. You're not becoming one. You're not going to be one in the future. You have to view yourself as one today. So just make sure that you have to have that mindset. I'm in a paid internship learning how to operate a multi-million or billion-dollar business. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate you bringing it into the zone. And now we have the second leg of this relay, and that's going to go to none other than that wonderful lady called Miss Brita London.
Thank you. And Kamal, I think you really honed it in for me because, as Eric had mentioned, I'm not working. I am an entrepreneur, but I'm also at the point where I may have to go back to being employed. I've been, wrestling with this thought, but as you said, my bills do not have feelings. So I am an entrepreneur working as an employee, and I'm going to keep that. And thank you for bringing this subject up, Eric, because again, it's been on my mind. So I appreciate you all. And again, Kamal, I'm an intern. What is it? What is it? I just lost it.
You're a paid intern learning how to run your business.
There you go. I'm a paid intern. So thank you so much.
And you're not going back to a job. If you have to go get a job, you're fundraising for your business.
All right.
That's right. That funds it.
You're fundraising. So you can be happy there. You don't have to be sad there like, oh man, I got to go to this job. No,
You're
I'm
also
excited to be
networking.
here because I'm fundraising for my business.
You're also networking for your business too.
Oh God, y'all making me emotional. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Indeed. And the next one up with the shorts on and the Nikes on her feet is the Silver Queen, Miss Tawana Chisley.
Hey, come on, you done dropped the mic.
Yes, he did.
I'm like, I don't even need to talk now. So I will just speak for myself. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I could not, even when I was working for someone, I just knew I wasn't going to be here forever. So I've been out of the workforce for, how old is my baby? 25 years. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to develop into who I need to be. And it's taken a while, but you all have the opportunity. Now, that quote that Nicole said, one man's poison is another another
Man's
man's
meat.
meat. How many businesses were developed during COVID? Think about that. Think about
Mhm.
that. And I too, Eric, listen to a lot of family members and other people that talk about Trump and all the issues going on. And my question is, how does that affect you personally? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to go out there and protest? Or are you going to go out there, or are you going to try to find a way to out of a way, something? Or you just going to sit there and just complain? I say it all the time. So I just want to leave it at that. Think about it.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now we're going to pass that thing on to, that baton is going to Dr. Teresa O'Day. Put the smoke to it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. This, kind of, Eric, reminds me of the nobody watching rule. I don't know if you all are familiar with that, which just talks about the actions we take when no one is watching defines us more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say what we do regularly, that's what we become. So with that, tying it to somebody who's 23 or more years being an employee, and now an entrepreneur, it just tells me to just look into me and the activities that I do, whether somebody's looking at me or not. And especially those who don't like what I'm doing, they're looking at me more than anything. They're expecting a show, but it's not about them, it's about me. So I got to look into me, my activities that I need to do, has to be just being accountable to me. Okay. Doing the right thing, even when nobody's looking, that integrity, and then developing that and being solid on it and helping others do the same.
Thank you, Dr. Teresa. Always wisdom, some extra nuggets there. And now we're going to give it to the man called Professor Leco Elijah Pye.
Well, thank you, Eric. And I'm so glad that the quote that I gave, I'm glad that people understand it, right? Because I was afraid that people were thinking that, oh, you are not sensitive to people's situation, right? But that's the truth, right? That is the truth. I mean, you have to find the silver lining in every situation. Because if you don't, you're gonna be the victim that other people are falling into, right? We sympathize, we empathize with the situation that's going on. But I want to quote Frank because I think he was sharing the other day. He said when financial disaster happens, that's when financial agents make a lot of money. During the financial crisis, they make a lot of money. And 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 I want to, and I'm saying that to say this to because something we live in the world that things will always happen. But the thing is that most of the time we don't learn our lessons, right? Trump is not the first kind of president, right? When you go read through the history of this country, right? Though he's going a little bit extra mile, but people need to know, let their lesson that you cannot depend on the government every single time because at one point, just like a job, I've been a victim of job outsourcing twice, and I was looking for something that if it has to move, I should be the one to move it. And that's why I come into this industry. So thank you, Mr. Trey, for holding the clock, and I appreciate you all. And back to you.
Thank you. Appreciate you bringing it into the zone with some profound wisdom as always. And now we get a chance to pass that baton on to the man that has ran all the way from the west to the south. And it is none other than Mr. Andre Webb.
Oh my goodness, I am humbled today as well, everybody. Your primary language has to be entrepreneurship, and we're constantly brainwashing ourselves so that we can cleanse that employee mentality out. Kamal, thank you as well. We are running a multi-billion-dollar business, and we have to wake up thinking that every single day, even though, like Erik said, I don't have a private jet in my collection right now. I'm not leaving Jacksonville from the executive airport yet, but that is where I'm heading. That is my mentality, and that is where we are going. Thanks so much, everybody.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And we now get a chance to pass that baton on to Gaji.
Good morning, everybody. I have to remind myself that when people don't put respect on entrepreneurship, to kind of remind them that they're likely working for an entrepreneur. I mean, you're an employee, but even at McDonald's level, there was an entrepreneur's dream that started that business. So it's something I have to remind myself, and sometimes we have to remind the people that don't put respect on it.
All right, all right.
Right,
Is that
sis.
it? Is that it?
We still got time.
Gaji, is that it?
That's
Gaji just dropped the mic on us. Gaji just dropped the mic on us. All right. With that being said, looks like that's it. And there's no other hands up. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and participating in the biggest and baddest CEO meetup on the planet this morning. And we ask that you continue to be engaged with us and go to that 120agencyplan.com. Make sure you click on events, look at that calendar to see all the upcoming things that we got going on. And we say prayers go out to each and every one of those that weren't able to make it on the call this morning. So with that being said, give it back now to our man who is known as everybody's coach, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Thank you so much, Troy. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Man, y'all just amazing. If you don't realize after hearing people talk that this is the #1 daily meetup for CEOs on the planet, and entrepreneurs on the planet, I don't know if you're missing it. Watch the replay. We got things out there. Share it with your teams. Let me try to see if I can get the link really quickly. I'm gonna put it in the chat, or you can just go to YouTube and type in Erik and Dr. Meri, ERIK and Dr. Meri. But I'm gonna put it in the chat group so you can share this message with your teams, right? Like, subscribe, hit the button. If you're watching this on YouTube now, like, subscribe, hit the button. But the link is in the chat. Make sure you get the link. Share this with message, y'all. We gotta get this message out there because y'all delivered today a lot of knowledge. Y'all delivered a lot of knowledge. People got to get it. Couple quick announcements. There is this holiday, company's off on a holiday, so there's no leaders on tap. For people on our team, 7 p.m., we will have our team huddle. We're going to be talking about some selling strategies, the psychology of selling. I'm doing psychology of selling training. So we will have the team huddle. Coming up is March Madness. Get ready for March Madness, baby. It's getting that time. Get your March Madness gear. Get your track shoes on, your tennis shoes on. Get ready for March Madness because it's going to be explosive this year. So March Madness is coming up. With that being said, love y'all. Have an amazing day on purpose.
Erik,
yes.
Erik, this is Donna. I think I read in the chat that Money was in the hospital, so send out your prayers for him.
Oh, yes. Money is in the hospital. Please send out your prayers for him. He was dehydrated. And so let's pray for Money, for his healing, his recovery. That's why you didn't hear from him today. Get released in the next couple of days. He called me. We talked on Saturday. So prayers for Money. Please lift him up.
Make sure you hydrate. You don't think about it when it's cold outside and you're not feeling that heat like that. So happens quite often.
Also, for those who travel to Georgia, they talk about we may have a storm. I don't know, watch the news, but somebody say we may have a storm this Wednesday in the DMV area for those who are traveling. So hopefully we can get out of here if you're flying or if you're driving. Hopefully we can get out of here. So safe travels. And to all our business partners, our friends, our family, Life doesn't stop life because you're a business owner, okay? Life doesn't stop life because you're a business owner. So watch your health, appreciate every second. I used to say appreciate every day, but the day is not promised. I used to say appreciate every hour, but the hour is not promised. The next minute is not promised. Appreciate every second. And don't worry what you don't got. Be happy who you are. That's the only thing you have control over, is the happiness of where you are and the ability to keep moving forward to where you want to go. Now I'm going to close with this. There's a gap between where you are and where you want to go. Most people, that gap from where they are to where they want to go, that gap is a valley. It's a ditch. It's so sad because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. That valley is so it's an unhappy place. But guess what? It can be a peak, because you can be so excited about where you're going, all the experiences you're going to go through to get to where you want to go. So it's up to you whether you dig in a ditch between where you are and where you want to be. If that's a bad place, because maybe where you are is down here, that's a bad place. Or you can say it can be an exciting journey. It can be an exciting journey. That's just a choice you make. So people say, Eric, why are you so excited? That don't mean you don't have problems. I'm just excited the way I want to be. It's a journey, and I'm loving every freaking minute, second, step of that journey, because I spent days and days in a hospital before my parents died, and I spent days in there, and I seen so many people who could not enjoy the journey no longer. I watched what it looks like when you can no longer enjoy the journey. Don't wait till you can't enjoy the journey to appreciate the journey. I don't care how far that gap is. Appreciate the journey. That's a choice. Love y'all.
All right. Love you back. And peace of the Lord be with you, each and every one.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Also with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Minette, for coming. Come back.
Thank you.
Right, all right.
Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets.
Get your green sheet, everybody. Exercise that 3-foot rule. Make sure they get it. Your friend, your neighbor, your cousin. Yeah. Everybody.
Make sure you tell them, Naja, we did it.